What's going on? In this video, I want to discuss with you the idea of living a life of purpose. Before we get into it, hit the subscribe button. You get wonderful, fantastic content just like this. There are four main keys to consider. Four main keys. Now, this is from a concept from How to Live a Life Non-Linearly. So it's not about necessarily getting better. Getting better is good, but more so exponentially, how to have growth at 100% of where you're at right now, how to completely transform your life. So we're going to talk about transformational growth, not non-linear growth, right? It's two different types of ways to go about it. So number one, you got to look at the quality of your time, the quality of your networks, the quality of your money, and the quality of your purpose. When you break down these four things, when you really look at them, you can really put emphasis on the highest quality impact in all four of these categories. You should only live a life of quality, not quantity. So let's break them down. So when you think about the time that's being put into something, you got to figure out whether or not the commitment of time has exponential impact on your life. Is the result big enough for you to live a life of freedom? Because ultimately, you want freedom and you want to live a life at the fullest self-expression of who you are as a person, and whatever that means to you. Everybody has their own way of living life, and they want to live the life on their own terms. You never want to be in a situation where you can't live a life based on what you want, but you're living a life based on what's needed from you. You're living a life based on obligations from people that's in your circle. You're living a life based on what your responsibilities are, not necessarily living a life of freedom, not necessarily living a life of abundance. So when you think about your time, you got to really think about, where am I placing my time? Does this have big impact? And the quality of time that I'm using on this particular task, event, thing that I'm doing. That's number one. Time is critical because you only get so much time to live in the world that we're living in. You get 24 hours a day. Why do you think one person can be a billionaire and another person works at McDonald's all their life? Not saying there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, but it's just a mindset shift. It's all about how you think about where you place your time. The person that's a billionaire has put emphasis on developing the skills, the assets, the knowledge on how to accumulate assets. The person that's working at McDonald's puts skills, knowledge on how to be a good McDonald's employee. The mindset is totally different. Which one has greater impact? Well, that's for you to know. That's for you to think about. Okay? If you like working at McDonald's, then so be it. If that's something that you want to do, not something that you think it's a requirement for you to do. That's the caveat there. Another thing we got to look at is the quality of the networks. The people that surround you have to be high quality people. People that can impact your life significantly. And it's not necessarily about it being transactional per se, but it's about it being a thing where it's you're networking to have high quality. And when you do that, you're able to ensure that everybody you talk to, connect with, can impact you for your main purpose in life. And vice versa. You're impacting that person for their main purpose in life. So it goes both ways. Now, when we think about that, we got to also think about the quality of your purpose. The quality of your purpose. What the things that you're doing in your life right now, is it something that you want to do? Is it something that's a part of your purpose? Is it something that you think will help you get to where you're doing? And if not, you got to eliminate everything else. You can only live a life of purpose. You can only live a life of things that you want to do, not things that's required from you to do. So there we have it. Until the next time, take care.